in YouTube land, y'all. Welcome to Lazizi Review. We talk about shit I want to talk about because it's my channel, and hello and work, and let's go. Yes. Today's subject is about don't judge a book by its cover, because if you do, you make an ass out of you. Yeah. I got this great idea, right, to talk about this subject because I think you guys are always out there, right? Judging people by the way they look, by who they're hanging out with, their status, their job, their friends, their family members, their color, race, blah, 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 and the list goes on and on. You doing that. Okay, now the truth is, I'm doing that. That cat, Gloria, that's my girl right there. That's my baby cat. She does that. Bugs do it. Dogs do it. I do it. You do it. Everybody does it. Everybody's guilty of judging people or things or whatever by what they used to or usually hear about them, or, you know, the stereotype or whatever. And there's truth to everything. There really is. Because you wouldn't be able to say these things or think these things unless there was no truth or facts to back it up. Like, for instance, nobody's running around on the planet and saying shit like, oh, you know Sasquatches, you know how they are. They always eating in people's house and then they never bring shit. They don't say that about Sasquatches and Yetis. You know why? Because ain't nobody ever to this day have ever had one over. Kaboom, boom. Alright? Yeah. That's my, you know. Don't. It's a joke. Lighten up, people. Alright, so, but the moral of the story is we all judge. We all judging by how we perceive things to be. We all judge to a certain degree. Even animals do it. Bugs do it, and I'll tell you how. Every time a bug gets snatched up by another one, it's because he judged. He judged. He thought that that flower was really a flower when it really was a killer bug that was in there to snatch you up. And that's what happens to you and me and everybody else when we judge. We make an ass out of ourselves. Now, the truth is, it doesn't always come back to slap us in the face or bite us in the ass when we judge, and that's why we do it all the time. But every so often, it does. Like in the case of Zimmerman, where right now he's somewhere thinking that this would have blew over. People that know him said that. They said that he's somewhere thinking that this was just going to blow over. Now, he would not think that way unless he didn't just assume that there was just some average, everyday little black boy that didn't matter. Because that's what he was thinking. He had to have thought that because he would not have felt that if it was, you know, the senator's child or Obama's child. That even though he's black, he's still the president of the United States of America. By the way, what's he doing about that situation anyway? But whatever. This show is not about that, but I did have to mention that. So here we go. Like I said, it's my channel. We talk about what I want to talk about. Hello. Yes. Now I want to talk about this subject because it's a subject that's always on my mind. It really is. For instance, I literally judge the book by its cover. And I'll tell you the story. One time, many years ago, right? I had this book in my possession, and I don't remember how, but it was called Livingston Seagull. I don't know if you ever heard of it. It's a book. It's a philosophical book, right? It's philosophy. And it was so deep to me when I read it that I was like, wow, it was life-changing for me. It was that deep to me. It really was. That book and Siddhartha as well. But Livingston Seagull, it'll always stay in my memory in the fact that when I saw the book itself, the cover, literally the cover, right? I had a picture of, like, say, like a dove. It looked like a dove. It didn't look like a seagull. It looked like the shadowing of a dove. It looked like, you know, one of those pamphlets for, like, Jesus and save yourself, you know, and you're going to go to hell, you know, it's like something for church. And I was not interested. And I opened it up and messed with it, and then I read it. I was like, oh, shit. And it was about a seagull for real. And his name was Livingston. It was just so deep to me, the story itself about life and death and family, and the philosophical whole structure of the story was deep, right? And it changed my life in the way I think about life. I've always been judged by the color of my hair, that is black. So they just think you evil and sneaky because your hair is dark. Because your hair is dark and your eyes are dark and stuff. You wearing red lipstick and a low-cut shirt like, And then they think you just a sexy, hot Spanish chula. Right? And that's not all the way together true. You know, sometimes when we judging a book by its cover, when we judging somebody by what we assume they're going to be like, we don't ever get to see their talents. Like, for instance, could it be me that could say, flip it? And instead of saying, hey, hello out there in YouTube Landia, welcome to Lazizi Review, it could easily be me doing some shit like this, for instance.
out there in YouTube Landia. Welcome to the Lazizi Review, where we talk about shit I want to talk about. Oh Lord. Mary and Joseph and Jesus. I can't believe I just said the word shit. I can't believe it. I'm a good old Irish Catholic woman. I shouldn't be saying shit like, oh, I did it again. Oh my.
She's actually this big. I make her big. Yeah. I like to do voices. Always. I love my puppets. Did you know that about me? Nah, it's just something that you didn't know. Just like you probably didn't know I smoke cigarettes, but that's easier to judge. You would probably like, you look like you smoke cigarettes. You got that little, I smoke cigarettes in the corner. I'm Boricua, what's up? Yeah, but you didn't know I like those puppets, did you? Oh, no, you didn't. You can't judge a book by its cover. You can't just assume that somebody doesn't know the type of jokes you telling or speak your language because they're a certain color. I've seen people be as black as the night and not be able to speak a lick of English and only speak Spanish. And people be like, oh, wow, they speak Spanish. I would have never known that. I have a black friend that's adopted by a Hispanic family from birth. And he told me that when he would go to the store, they would talk about him in Spanish, right? And very nasty things they would say about him in Spanish being black. They thought that he was black. They thought he didn't speak Spanish. He speaks better Spanish than me. And child, he would listen to them, talk all this shit about him in Spanish. And then after they were done, he would bust it out in Spanish and be telling them, wow, you didn't know I speak Spanish. And they would be like, oh, I'm sorry. And feel stupid as all hell. So why I felt the need to make this video? Well, I was thinking about the Trayvon Martin situation again. With the fact that Zimmerman and everybody out there feels that Zimmerman was judging him by the hoodie. Now, I want to clear that up because I really get annoyed with that one. It wasn't about his hoodie. He put the hoodie on because he was terrified of Zimmerman, who was already following and stalking him and wanted to kill him. Possibly because he was an African-American boy. Possibly because he's a young boy and he wanted to kill somebody. Whatever. That's the reason why he killed him. It wasn't because he was wearing a fucking hoodie. You know, for idiots out there, like I always keep on saying and stressing this, Geraldo Rivera, the biggest asinine idiot fool that said, oh, you know, it's just as much to blame the hoodie as it was to blame Zimmerman, which is the most idiotic, retarded, stupidest ass statement I have heard probably for the last 10 years, and I've heard a whole bunch of them, but whatever. I mean, for me, after Geraldo Rivera said that, he just like crumbled and turned into salt, and it's like, yuck, poof, throw him back. Like I said in a prior video, push his ass through the old folks' home door and leave him in there because he's a babbling fool idiot. Anyway, we're talking about judging a book by its cover, and I did say that I do it and you do it and we all do it. Every time we judge a book by its cover or judge somebody, you know, before we get to know them, we put our foot in our mouth. We say something stupid. We there like saying, oops, sorry, I didn't know, I know, because you was looking like that, I thought that, you know, and oops. Because I think at this point in our life, 2012, that we already have reached the level where we should be using our third eye and our brain and our senses better. And really stop looking at things for what they just are right there. Like judging a book by its cover, for instance. Like just judging it before we get the facts or we fill it out. And you could be standing next to somebody, and when you use your senses, you could say, damn, I feel like a cold vibe coming from this person. And that's what you need to start doing. Don't judge. You stand there and you feel it. Feel that vibe, you see? Because somebody might be all beautiful and wonderful and be so fake and phony because you just know. You feel it. You smell it. You're like, something about this person is off. Go by that. Go by your gut instincts. Don't just jump in and judge by what you saw. Go by your vibe, your feeling. Or later, you're going to be that guy, that person, that girl that goes, oh, I thought she was a bitch until I got to know her. And that's always fucked up when you have to say something like that or you have to admit to something like that because, damn, you know. You could have just got shit popping from the beginning. Could have been best friends from the beginning if you would have just got to know the person. Instead of just assuming, like an ass, right, that this person was beneath you or what. First of all, I don't even think like that, I'm going to be honest with you, because I never think anybody's beneath me. Not even the bum on the corner. Like, you know, there's this guy in this valley right here where we live, and he goes up and down with his coche collecting cans. And he's a drunkard guy. He's always drunk, and he's always one of those guys that's like, me, I am, and he's a local and shit. And he really is, and I'm not judging him. I've seen it with my own eyes. He really is. But the people that deal with him on a regular basis, they're disgusting to me because when they giving him, because he has this thing, first of all, he has this thing where he loves to collect everybody's garbage and throw it away. because he feels that everybody's dirty, and they are. They are dirty. They leave their garbage around. He picks it up. Yeah, he's crazy. He's a local. He's a little bit off, and he got, he stares and he drinks a lot and whatever. He comes off as a child because he comes off almost retarded, right? He comes off slow, special, all that drinking, and then you could tell he was probably born like that. He's a little bit little. It's time for himself. And he be with the culture, and he be talking to himself, but he does clean up the valley, and I feel like it's the people that's actually worse than he is because he's clean. And cleanliness is next to godliness, and I don't give a fuck, even though I don't believe in church and all that. I do believe in that. I believe in God, and I do believe that dirt and grime and nastiness is the devil himself, because that creates negative, nasty energy, and it creates static and stagnant energy, and I believe in that. I believe in energy. So this man, he as crazy as he is or whatever, he's cleaning. He likes to clean the area for free. He does this, right? These people, they talk to him any way they feel like it. They throw shit at him. They say, pick it up, and they talk to him like if he's beneath them. And I'm not a person that ever would do that to anybody, like think of them as beneath me, because I think that everybody is here for a reason. Everybody's here to teach you a lesson, whether it's good or bad. I feel that way about many people in my family, good or bad. They were here to teach me a lesson, even if it was don't grow up and shoot heroin. Guess what? You taught me a valuable lesson. Yes, thank you. Yay! I'm here and I'm not shooting heroin. I'm not sniffing coke, because I've seen it. I've seen how that looks when people do it, so that's the lesson you learn. Or I learned from people like my grandmother, like I said in a previous video. Yeah, I might be shouting her out. Okay, grandma is old. She don't look at this, and she never will. Okay, so I'm going to shout her out some more. Like I look at my grandmother. She's very suspicious of people. And this is why she's pretty much alone by herself. And she never made friends. She always felt like her children were her friends. Big mistake. You're supposed to go out, come out of your shell, be adventurous, live life to the fullest, meet people, and fall in love, and feel the wind, and feel the breeze, and feel the rain, and experience all parts of the globe. And, I mean, you have to try. You have to try. You can't just live in an apartment in the ghetto forever, the rest of your life, looking out the window like a nosy old lady and just, waiting for life to come and grab you by the skirt. And, that's not how it works. You have to go out there and find it for yourself. That's what life is about. It's sweet, it's delicious, but you got to snatch that fruit off the tree. That fruit ain't going to come knocking on your door and say, here, eat me. That's not how it works. You want that delicious fish out the ocean, you got to go out there and fish it out the ocean. Or in this day and age, buy it out the supermarket, but you still got to get off your ass and go get it, right? Yeah, okay. But basically, that's all I want to talk about right now. I do want to make more videos about this subject, but I don't want to go on forever and ever and a day with it. Well, I'll just stop it right here when I say, click like, rate, comment, and subscribe. You know how much I love you. You know how much I care.